As the daylight hours become shorter and the weather generally gloomier, it's absolutely essential that you are seen on the roads and can see on the roads. Now here's GCN's guide to staying as bright and safe as possible when knocking out those dark winter miles. Although dark, muted clothing is on trend these days, if you want to be seen out on the road when the light is low, you really need to consider wearing clothing that is bright and is also reflective. Reflective arm or leg bands are also a great idea, as are reflective rucksack covers if you are commuting. Now roughly speaking, there are two sorts of light to choose from, those to see with and those to be seen with. You need to consider the type of riding you'll be doing in relation to the type of light. Fortunately, there's a remarkably broad depth and breadth of choice now, starting at very keen prices. Now, if your riding will primarily be on well-lit urban roads, then the best choice of light will be the type to make you be seen, i.e. the LED type. Most are mounted to the handlebars and seat pin or rear seat stays. It's also important to also consider how long the ride will take you in relation to battery life. Now, over the past few years, batteries have become remarkably efficient, but just make sure your lights are fully charged and will last for the duration of your ride. Many lights are now charged by a USB port, so this is definitely an option to choose for a commute, as you can replenish charges at work between your rides. If your ride is on lit country roads, for example, or even off-road on a mountain bike, the best option will of course be a light with a beam that lights up the road or path ahead, so you can avoid those dreaded potholes or tree roots. There are specific lights designed for off-road that have a wider beam, so if this is what you'll be doing primarily, it's well worth exploring the options out there. These types of light tend to use more power, so ensure you are fully aware of battery runtime on a charge. They also tend to be more expensive, but definitely well worth it due to the quality of beam. There's no price on safety, remember. Now, depending on the type of bike you're riding, you'll need to consider how the lights will be mounted. Now, given the choice in the market now, fortunately there'll be a model to suit all sorts of frames and handlebar setups. Some may also be more durable and waterproof than others. Now, this leads us to the emergency lights or backup safety lights. These are the type that are generally very lightweight and can be left on the bike when riding in the day. They can provide additional light front and rear, generally flashing, to act as a main light should your usual lights fail. They're also great to stick onto helmets, rucksacks or even your ankles. If out on a long ride in the daytime, these can also provide essential insurance lighting in the fog or if a ride heads unplanned into the late afternoon gloom.
The first thing we're going to look at are the tyres. Now, old worn out tyres are far more likely to puncture